All right, I'm back with another episode of PROCONversations podcast. It's your boy, I love you, Jace.
Boy,
Oh,
there. It
All
is your
right,
boy Tone.
yes sir,
Yeah, my
yes
Google
sir.
Home's just about to go off. I was like, wait till he says something so I can put the fucking mic down. As soon as I'm about to move, I said, yes, yo.
Oh
God,
shit, man. Yeah, man, we got a we have a special guest. Our boy, well, not even probably a
this,
special guest. He probably be, what I'm saying, a regular member of the show, Mr. Dark
mm-hmm.
Drago, aka Mr.
Dark Draco.
Tone. You know what I'm saying? In the building.
Mm-hmm.
And for
I
today's
finally
episode, oh,
graced
go ahead.
y'all. With,
You did.
I finally graced y'all with my face. Mm-hmm. Don't fall in love too fast, because I'm gonna be here for a while.
You finna kick this nigga off the show. All right,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
We're here for a
All right, it's been
special
out the mud.
episode.
It's been Dark Drago.
God, ended up. Bam's 83. All right, bro.
God.
It's been Dion Waiters.
God, hell no.
All right.
But today's episode is basically we're gonna talk about some NBA stuff, but we're gonna start it off with a half season review. Wait, a half season review of.
Where
But
is?
it's not Omni Man. It's just about season 4. We're talking about things that we like, things that we don't like. We're gonna start off with Derek. You know what I'm saying? And we're also gonna predict, things we're expecting to see in the later half of the season because it's definitely heating up, especially with that cliffhanger, those two cliffhangers.
Okay. My initial thoughts is I'm really liking and I'm really shocked with the whole how they're going along with Mark around the storyline.
Hmm.
Because coming off the last season, he made a statement. He's like, "Hey, bro, if someone basically becomes is a threat to my family, I'm not gonna hesitate to kill him." And now we're seeing him, while there is still hesitation for some of it, he is legit like we've been seeing this dude like on the brink of for a handful of times, about to like, yo, I have no choice. I'm gonna have to off this dude. But in some instances, it's like he actually did it. Like, and then there's also the like cases of just like, okay, maybe he shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so like, as in like when it came to Titan, it was like, dude was legit. The minute he saw his face, he's like, you, I, who? It's like, bro, Titan has been holding this dude every season so far. It's like every time he shows up, he's like, hey, bro, I need help. Brings Invincible in, and every time Vince was almost dies.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, last time it was definitely the last straw. So the fact his brother almost got killed in his bullshit, he's like, I'm actually gonna try and kill you now. Like that's the thing. He did not hesitate in that instance, which is crazy, because it wasn't like Tyne was just straight up trying to kill him. He's like, hey, bro, I need y'all help. It's just the circumstances was on some bullshit. So the fact he was like, we almost saw him like, if it wasn't for Oliver, and it's crazy because Oliver is literally the one where he's like, where his shit for like a good moment, his moral compass was like, I mean, the nigga was finna kill somebody. I mean, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't kill this nigga. The fact he was the one who's like, hey, chill, Daddy, chill. But either way, like, yeah,
How
it's
is
like,
even that?
so yeah, I do find it like very interesting. We get to see him going through this like whole inner turmoil, especially with the whole shit that went down with Russ. And may I say that nigga bulletproof was going so fucking slow, right? Literally,
Oh God.
it's like all he had to do.
There's no way he was over there and it took him 10 seconds to get to Invincible. Like, come on, bro.
Like he
Dude,
legit
you
was
was not
thinking of
trying.
it. He was legit thinking of it because your ass was going
Oh
so
God.
slow. No,
That's how slow he was going. You know
so
what I mean with the
I'm like, oh my, like, bro, there's no
He was
way
like,
he actually
oh,
did it.
like yes, nigga. This nigga ain't about to hit him. I could take my time.
Uh,
I'm tired anyway.
so yeah,
I'm gonna get over
I,
there eventually.
so yeah, I really would like to see like how where this takes him in regards to like yeah, I'll say yeah how his morality goes throughout the season. Cause like for the longest he's like, hey bro, I don't kill. That's what took. That's what different. that's what made him different from like every other Venture Mike. Like he's human. The impact from his mom being in his life and all this stuff. Because if it was just Nolan, that nigga would have been even snapping motherfuckers necks off rip. Like, let's be real, he would have took the offer. He'd be like, hey, bro, we taking over the planet, man. I would like. There's also the fact of Robot and Monster Girl. Them niggas are cold, something nice. So them being another dimension, let's see how that goes into effect. Because not only are they in another dimension, they pretty much have to. They got to stop these people from trying to attack Earth again. So they got their hands full, and it's like then Conquest is escaping. What the fuck is gonna happen there? I feel like he's gonna come back, but I feel like it's gonna be like it's probably gonna be before them niggas attack. Like I didn't read Invincible. I just know people who do, and I try not to ask them for spoilers. Straight up, I spoiled like a handful of shit though, but for me. But hey, that's a topic for another day. But then there's Eve. That's what made this most recent episode a bit complicated for me because I fell asleep to that episode because I got bored. So
The most exciting
my whole thing
episode
is
of the whole series, and you fall asleep on it. Like, disrespectful, bro.
this was the most exciting episode of all the season.
Of all time. All
The
time.
series, bro.
Straight cinema.
Not just the season.
Nah, I'm saying all time.
Oh God, all
Straight
time.
cinema.
This is the most.
I was
I've been
standing up for the
since
whole
finale
episode.
of season 1.
Since the finale of season 3.
Look at my face, bro. Y'all niggas on crack.
4, season 3. Episode 8. Which one's
Oh,
better?
God,
Come on.
bro.
It's Will Van Kobe all over again. So yeah, it's just like because it's just felt because I know because I keep fucking hearing it. He wanted to Kirkman wanted to put wanted that little storyline in there. That's cool. The timing of it, I did not like it. We just seen this nigga Eve find out she pregnant. Ain't shit. None of that whole episode. It's cause we just immediately Mark is in hell trying to help Satan and shit. So yeah, like Volcanica, who she was a cool design, cool little interesting evil character. Her whole dialogue was like I was like, this is stereotypically evil. How she's just talking.
She
She's
sounded like fucking
y'all,
Rita from Power Rangers. That's exactly how
y'all are
she
weak.
was.
Y'all, it's like y'all have nothing against me. That's what it just sounded like to me, bro. It's like, all right, bro. Go ahead and get that one.
All talk. I ain't even said nothing yet. This bitch breaking arms off and shit. Did she put her fucking hand through? Was it the Damien Darkblood sister mouth, bro? And then blew that bitch up. Oh, shit.
Bro, that was
was
actually
insane.
brutal to see. I was like, that was the part that I was like, whoa.
God.
I had to
Like,
stop. I was like, what is going on?
Like when Audi Man crushed Bud's head, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
doing
he's
it.
just Red Rush, yeah. But that showed me if Red Rush had Batman preparation time, he could have whooped Omni-Man ass. He just wasn't expecting his homeboy to do that.
Was he strong? So was he even strong?
Really,
Bruh.
all of them could have whooped his ass. Like they landed
They
some
coulda-
licks on him. Like he was bleeding and shit.
Yeah,
My
they can
thought
do damage.
is if Red Rush played interference instead of try to attack Omni-Man, they would have had it. Like, you know how they started? Red Rush was literally like pulling them out of the way or whatever.
Mhm.
And then halfway in the fight, he decides, I'm going to start swinging at Omni-Man.
Mhm.
All it takes for him to catch him. Like, bro, he played it wrong. He got too overzealous.
It's also the fact they were like, for like a good chunk of the fight until like a lot of niggas was dying, their whole shit was snap out of it instead of
it was
we
like,
gotta kill.
he's got to be evil or something. Yeah, you're right.
It's like, bro,
niggas
snap
holding
out.
back
This
slightly.
isn't you.
Yeah.
Give us
Nolan, stop! This isn't right.
give us Nolan back. Like it's like, bro. It's like, yeah, if they were just straight up like on like I gotta kill this nigga off on go, then yeah, like legit, he came in swinging, and it was all like, hey bro, what's good? Hey bro, you good, bro? You straight? Niggas, it was down there. It's like one nigga, it was legit just that red nigga just attacking him. It's like, man, all right, let me show these niggas I mean business. Like, yeah, Eve, she pregnant. It's interesting how that last episode ended with Darkblood being back on the surface. It was like, all right, cool. When he was on the surface last time, he was just like, all right, he seems like a pain in the butt, but a reasonable little detective. Reasonable little detective. So he for sure gonna probably be some help. But the more interesting one is Omni-Man and Alan. pulling up like, hey, bro, Tom,
They
big bro.
like
Hey, like,
they pulled up like Conquest up there.
I know I ain't been here since I fucked up Earth and shit. And I called your mama a bug. I beat the shit out you and said, think. You know what I'm saying? And then last time I seen you, I basically died.
I
The
dropped
niggas pulled me
dropped the kid
away and
on
shit.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Gave you a brother and shit. I'm out here fucking bugs, actual bugs now, you know. But hey, we need you. Let's go.
For war, actually.
Against everybody.
With like a bunch, with a bunch of people who are like as strong as me or even stronger. Yeah. So we leaving. Like, nigga.
You said they were stronger than you? Let's go. Like, no,
Yeah.
bro.
So yeah, I feel like I already know like Marcus not gonna be fully on board 100%. Then there's also the fact of the revelation of Eve being pregnant is gonna cause a little turmoil for sure. And it's also like, let's say he does go, and I'm just like, damn, now you gotta worry about Earth. Like, what's gonna happen with Earth while these niggas is gonna go to war? Cause they not gonna just wait for them. They not gonna bring the war to fucking Earth. They not doing that. Niggas gonna die. So it's like, I definitely see him being definitely reluctant to that shit. But yeah, Tone,
Okay.
what you gotta say?
I feel like this season is really, even though Invincible has these like supports or people he can actually talk to, he is not being heard. He's not actually being heard, right? Which is going to cause him to snap again, like with a Angstrom or who was the other one? He snapped
Con-
some other time. I
Conquest?
guess Conquest, if you're gonna say that. But I
Okay.
feel like we're gonna get another snapping scene with him
Titan.
because
He
of
snapped on Titan.
yeah, like worse than a Titan. But beyond that, I think this season so far is a pretty interesting watch. I like the different avenues that they go through with the different characters. I like the fact that the Titan episode, you saw he's basically doing it for his family just to be brought against Invincible, who is doing it for his family, you know? Like halfway in the episode where Titan caught that magnetic guy, he said exactly what Invincible said. And I found that really interesting. Like just because they no longer have that connection or whatever because of what he did to him, you know? It's just wild to me.
What you
But
mean they no longer have that
other than
connection? Like you feel like Titan and Invincible no longer have a connection?
yeah, they
Oh,
don't have
hell,
that connection anymore.
definitely not.
Even though
I
they're on
think
the same pages, it's just like no longer got it together. You know, they're not
I
in the same
think
book.
I think it's just because he understands where he was coming from, bro. I feel like he understands where he's coming from. That's why he just looked at him. He didn't try to combat or be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He just kind of was looking like, "Damn, why did I bring them into this shit? I'm always bringing them into my shit. I need to handle this myself. Let me go back and join the fucking order so I can get this shit situated."
That's the reason why he chose to go to the order because he was like, man, I can no longer bring the strongest person on the planet to help me. The strongest person on the planet to help me, basically. That's the reason why he made that choice, in my opinion.
Just to be tricked, the nigga can't even think of his name right now. The dragon guy and his little sumo wrestler, little brother over there. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, crazy work. But I also like the amount of bits they had, like the Nolan bit, the Nolan Allen thing with the room thing, the room bit, the helmet bit. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. I really thought Nolan was gonna off that captain dude after he found out there was more rooms in there. I
No,
thought it
for
was over for
real.
him right then, bruh.
Nigga said, I thought all three of y'all was fucking like, nigga.
Like, bro, there is no. I was really surprised what he didn't do. It
Yeah,
showed growth in it.
I'll take the couch, man. Hey, man, appreciate it. That's actually a good call. Nigga proceeds to just every night.
Every freaking night and
Them
every
niggas
freaking
was
day.
fucking every time, bro. He's going to like places like he's going to danger to like help, aid for this war. And after every time he's like, I'm like, bro, all right, bro. Every fucking time.
Bro, they missed a lot of
It's
time. Buster
the
thought it was
bro.
dead. That nigga supposed
Oh
to have went to
God.
Earth and came back. That nigga went to Earth, got kidnapped by the Vegemites. After whooping their ass, he actually could have whooped their ass. He got caught on purpose. That's the crazy part. I think the got that
But
upgrade and went to a whole nother level.
Forget this nigga.
But yeah, my favorite bit of the season was Damien Darkblood's helmet bit when he was basically gaslighting or rage baiting Mark while they were
Mhm.
flying down in that pit. Bro, it literally made me bust out laughing when he started doing it over and over, bro. God. But
Yeah, that's some shit you
yeah,
would
bro.
do. That's what I was telling Tone. Like, I was like, it's definitely some shit he would do. Like, what do you mean? Doing what? It's like, but what
I would
makes that? Like, is it made out of demon nanobites? But it also, I don't know if you peep, but it also was a reference to Iron Man. And like, who
hmm
makes helmets that disappear and appear? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of that? What's the functionality behind it? Why are we doing that? Why just get a helmet that stays in your head? Like, and you can just take it off. Like, what the fuck? And then when he drops him at the end, he pulls it on, like right before he falls. He's like, all right.
That was pretty cool.
Shit, Tom, keep going, bro.
I
Was
thought it
that was
was your
it?
turn.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
I feel like that was it.
Yeah,
Okay, but that leads me into like I have some of my favorite moments, just like y'all do. But that leads me into like some of my dry moments of the season. Is like they slowed down the pace, which I feel like that was an intention. That was an intentional thing, being that it is the half of the season to kind of like they're gonna hit the gas just like the comic does. You know, full for episode 5 all the way to 8. This is gonna be crazy, insane shit. We're gonna finally get Thrag and all of that, but it was kind of a drag in that episode, and you could tell that they were kind of like they leaned back on the budget a little bit on the episode. From that falling, it like the same thing you talking about with the helmet, and just for them to fall down, they see the three-headed dog. And they're like, "Oh shit, this gonna go crazy." I'm wondering how Invincible's gonna attack this damn dog. It's a big ass three-headed dog. Just for him to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw Damien Darkwood back up into the hole again. You see him elevating in the opposite of the falling down motion, just for him to fall down again, and then he catches him and then goes right back up. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? And then like when they just was sitting on like on the cliff and they're just talking, I mean, mind you, the dialogue is very much important. It helps Invincible. Like in the comics, I don't think they don't give this much arc. I'm not gonna lie. They don't give this much arc. They don't give Mark this much feelings or this much regret. It kind of just gloss over it, go to the next thing, and you know what I'm saying. It's very immature how they do it. And he said that numerous amount of times about it was a different time than when he wrote those comics. It's damn near 20 years ago when he wrote those comics. So a lot of stuff has changed in his mind and even in the world to he can make things way better on this show, and he has. You know what I'm saying? He actually gave Mark some stakes to actually think about. He didn't just go killing Russ and was like, "Yeah, I had to do that shit. Fuck it." You know what I'm saying? No, he actually felt bad that he killed Russ, even though it saved the planet. You know what I'm saying? He keeps trying to back out of it. Like maybe we could have figured out another way. No, I feel like the whole fucking planet would have got, you know, what I'm saying, ran over by those sequoids, and they probably would have started getting the heroes eventually, even though they seemed like they couldn't. They probably would have got some of the heroes, and that probably would have been fucking deadly. I'm not gonna lie.
Feel like they were able to get the heroes like from that last invasion thing. Like they got Monster Girl and a few of them, right?
I can't recall. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it real quick, like the other invasion storyline. But yeah, for like on this one, I think maybe they couldn't get them because of the devices they had, and they were able to, you know, what I'm saying, knock them off the frequency to attach it to them and shit. We did see, damn, I want to call him Rudy, but Rex almost get attacked in the shower by one after he accidentally got one ingested in his body after he jumped into the sewer system against plans, against commands, I would say. And yeah, he helped, like, you know, basically finish off the Sequoias by going down there and hitting you know what I'm saying, the few people that were down there, because they would have wiped that
Mhm.
whole top of the half of the city. And they didn't get those people down there, they would have came right back again. Like, and if I would have had a different plan again, like I'm glad he did it, but it's just like you do gotta follow protocol at the same time because you're not the leader anymore. I don't even think he was like I get why he was the leader, but you can see how he's in over his head sometimes too. Like he's
Mhm.
not necessarily the smartest person. even though he is. You know what I'm saying? He's like the smartest dumb person. You know how some people are. They be so goddamn smart, but they make dumbass decisions. He's kind of like that in
Yeah.
a sense. Sometimes he gets in over his head.
Yes, also the fact because yeah, it was pointed out through Monster Girl how he's always trying to like he's always trying to be like the problem solver and shit like that. How he was like, man, I'm trying to fix you. She and trying to fix Monster Girl. She was like, I do not need to be fixed. Like you don't always gotta keep like doing all this shit woot the woot.
Hmm.
So it's like yeah, it's like that also comes in the fray because it's like it wasn't like that went away. It's just like he's at best he's like becoming more aware
Hmm.
somewhat, but
Yeah,
like
fact.
yeah, he's still like that, just like not to like a crazy extent though.
Not yet,
I
but
feel I feel like with the Sequids, I feel
yeah,
like they might actually come back again
they
because
definitely
of
coming
what
back.
happened with Rex. I don't think those people that was transported got fully checked or whatever, and one of them has a Sequid inside of them.
It's gonna be the knockers though.
Yeah,
The
I feel like they're just gonna be a thing in just like the Thraxons or something like that.
Bro, the Thraxons, I don't understand how the fucking Thraxons came back. I don't even like. I can't remember how they came back in the comics, but I don't remember how the Thraxons came back. I'm not gonna lie, because with Omni Man going down there and tearing through a whole motherfucking planet,
it's like, hey bro,
everything.
be
There's
like,
no
hey
way
bro,
y'all came
this
back.
is my planet. He said, this is my planet. So watch where y'all going, bro. This my like
Step off.
It
nigga
was
said,
like the most pissed off version of Superman. Nigga
let's make
hit
Hulk
Sonic
Busters and
booms.
come back.
That bitch like fucking up everything. Niggas in there eating spaghetti and shit. Nah, fuck you, nigga. Let's go. Like that shit was insane. Nigga had a whole
Crazy in
beard
there,
and
bro.
everything, bro. Nigga was gone for like 6 months, just
How
tearing up
long was
shit,
he gone?
just fucking up shit
Hey,
continuously.
bro.
And they said, "Yep,
Jeez.
we're back." It's another episode of like, come on, bro. But I feel like they're gonna rule over them. I think. I don't know that
You're
whole
talking
storyline. I was Robot and
you're
Monster
talking
Girl.
about yeah.
I feel like they're
I
gonna
feel
rule
like
over
they
and get
will.
that done.
I feel like especially Robot will find a way to rule over people or do something to rule over them. Bring them into like some kind of how the Viltrumites was so advanced. I feel like Robot's gonna find some way to bring their advance in technology, and they're gonna be like, you know what, you're the leader now, or something
You're
like
the
that.
savior. All hell, Robot.
They respected me and named me their king.
Nah,
Like,
for
okay.
But I would say shit. I would say some of my favorite moments is like I was saying, like the Mark storylines. Like they started off, and you see like he's become like niggas on the everyday job, like the typical man. Like, but you be feeling down and depressed, you got to get your ass up and go to work. Anyway, so nobody cares that you down and depressed, bro. Nobody cares how the world views you and all this other shit. You gotta get it done. He starts off. He's at a random, what I'm saying, spaceship blown up in the bits. We don't even see who was on that damn spaceship. Flies down. He hit a kaiju. He's hitting niggas with fake ass thundershock powers like from Spider Man. He's just doing shit, just running through everybody it takes teams for. Goes home, can't even eat his goddamn breakfast. Gotta go right back to fucking work right after that. So it's just like I love those parts of the show, and I love how they didn't just give him his suit back. He just wound up with it. He actually had to earn it. And I don't know. The thing that I'm most interested about though, like we talking about changes. Will Eve keep the baby this time? And they just keep the baby the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That becomes the first child. They never have a storyline when and then she comes pregnant again and then no, like this let this be the child the whole time. Will they do that and change it because all the things that happen with abortion and all that in real life, you know what I'm saying? That has happened since the writing of that comic. Do you feel like that'll happen?
I feel like they will actually keep this child. Well, she will make that choice to keep him or them because we don't know if it's going to be a girl or boy or,
Hmm.
I feel like they're not going to do the whole abortion thing because of what's going on in our time. But if they do, it's gonna cause some discourse and with people watching it. I feel.
Also, I can't see them. What how like the narrative's going on. I don't think they would go into that. I feel like when it came up with something like the when the boys did it, that shit made sense. Cause we do not want them to be like this. Cause it's like, bro, being a soup was just it just sounded bad. Just could bring terrible things to other people. With this one, it just don't. It's just like, dang, it's like we gonna have a kid, bro. We young and all this shit. It's just like it's just more like that. Now they can if they want to. It's gonna be like it just comes. It's gonna have to come down to the writing, honestly, if they do try to go through with that. But I feel like they're gonna keep on with like her being pregnant with the child and stuff.
I don't think it's that simple though. Far as it's just because they're young, it's because he's fucking invincible. Like he got all this shit going on. He keeps getting called for all these crazy ass jobs, and then she doesn't know if he's gonna survive or not. On the other side of that, I mean, eventually he is. I mean, he went through every tough battle, and you thought he wasn't gonna make it. And he got bones broken, his face fucked up, and he's missing teeth. He can barely see out of one eye. His fucking arm is hanging off. He still manages to come back. So she should think about that on some Lois
Ew.
Lane Superman shit. Like he's been through worse shit. This nigga died by having a thing pierced through his fucking chest, and he still came back. She should start thinking like that. Like okay, cool. But at the same time, she's like, yeah, how are we gonna raise this fucking kid if he got to fly off planet? Well, this she doesn't know this is about to happen, honestly. So that's why I feel like this will probably be the strain of will she or will she not? Because he's about to be gone for a long ass time, going off with Nolan and Allen. Like that's about to be a crazy storyline. I'm just really
Or
interested to see.
also the fact she could be like, well, shit, he gonna need me. He gonna need my powers, so I could like, terminate so I can go back to being
I can see
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Feeling like helpless on the sidelines, and you actually can help somebody that you love.
that could be like its whole thing. So yeah,
Well,
I can see.
she already put two and two together. Like she's pregnant. That's why my powers are not working.
I
She probably did.
I
Like
think
upon
so.
like seeing by now, she probably did since she got the results.
Yeah.
But Robot, and I don't think Robot even noticed to even say that. He said he didn't notice anything off by her body. I think she did that herself. Like, let me go check type shit. Robot seemed like he
Yeah,
couldn't figure it out.
yeah, because they thought it was just like, all right, it's probably like or like just like her. It was just like it's like she must have got like another system where she was just like, let me see something real quick. My God.
But like, what are some things y'all
Honestly,
are happy to see? Like, are interested to see next? The next.
next half,
Mhm.
I want to see if they actually have the first confrontation with Thrag and some of those Viltrumites. If they actually do that, or who is going to be that final fight of the season? Who's going to be that 9.8 episode of this season? You know,
I'm gonna say Conquest again. That's my theory. I think
Bruh, I feel like they're gonna.
they run into them.
I think they're gonna pull a Dragon Ball Z and have Conquest be fodderized or whatever,
No, he's dying this
just to
time.
make Thrag look. Yeah, okay.
He's dying this time.
I feel like he was episode before the final episode, in my opinion.
It's just like, oh, they kill him this
You
time.
gonna make him an easy lick? I say,
Yes, bro.
nah, he's not
I
an
feel
easy
like
lick
what's
when they
going
do
to
the rematch
happen
of the
is
comics.
Mark and Conquest start fighting. They start fighting. Then Thrag gets tired of it, kills Conquest. Here I am.
Ooh, okay, that's new though. That's new. What happened in the comics is Mark says, well, fuck all that fighting shit. He starts choking the shit out of Conquest, like bare hands. Conquest is like, get off me, bitch, get off me. Nah, nigga. He just chokes him the fuck out, like all of his air until he stops breathing. He does that. He does not
Okay.
give a fuck. And then but the fact that Conquest was fighting so hard, he fucks Mark up like terribly to where they had to like sit there and like re-heal him over months and shit because he could have died, but he made sure Conquest was dead. That's him standing on what the fuck he said last season. You know what I'm saying? It's a reloop of that. That's why I feel like that'd be a nice way to end it, and then from there he like moves on to a whole another arc. Like, yeah, I stood on what I said, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do to save my goddamn family. I did what I had to do, and now I got to save the fucking planet and my family from this other nigga, from Freddie Mercury from Queen, because he's here, bro.
Freddie Mercury?
Big ass Freddie Mercury.
What? Why Freddie looking like that? Freddie?
Let's see.
Oh shit! Under pressure. That
I
gotta be the
definitely
first
can
thing
see
that they
them.
play. He under pressure.
Bro, have edits of that.
The real
Wait a
rock
minute.
you when he's fighting battle beasts.
They're gonna play Bohemian Rhapsody like as he's entering, like a slow ass and dramatic ass intro.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. That'd be
Um,
hilarious.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna dip. My I would I can definitely see them like whether it's a post scene or they could have an episode about it, like as like a subplot to like another episode of like Robot and Monster Girl and mentioning shit. I can definitely see them like in and off season with that. Like shit, they back now. And they're gonna be and no, they're gonna be older and shit because they're in a place that time moves
Ages
very
now.
differently.
Mm.
And then, but what I would like to see outside of that is not exactly Thrag entering the fight, but them like one of them entering the fight with the Viltrumites and a glimpse of Thrag and like just his overall like his ideals and shit, like laying out, hey bro, like hey, this is why I want to do this, all that stuff. Like how does he feel about the whole overall state of the Viltrum Empire, all that stuff. Just like basically like, hey, let's dive deep, just like a little dive into like what's going on in Thrake's head. What does he think about this shit? Like so we can know like his whole shit heading to the next season. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So we can know like, all right, this nigga's actually like that dude without having to see him fight and shit. We
Mm-hmm.
maybe see him like do like something crazy, but yeah.
Gotcha. Like on some Thanos shit. He's essentially the Thanos of this series.
Yeah,
No Infinity
overarching.
Stones. Yeah, overarching villain.
You're just
Game.
gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, and then they have to explain that he's been alive for thousands of years too. Like they haven't said that yet. Go into that arc and then just show like all the shit he's already done. They haven't shown any of that yet. They haven't given him his origin story yet. So really
How
interesting.
old is Conquest if he's 1,000 years old?
Older.
Conquest is
Not
older. He got hit with that scourge virus and then he gets attacked by them goddamn dinosaur things. Can't think of the name of
Ragnar.
the Ragnars, yeah. Gets attacked by that and that's what kinda nursed him to a degree. But it's all about the bloodline, like how pure your bloodline is and basically how many fights and shit you didn't live through. So I feel like Thrag probably went through way more shit than Conquest did. Even though Conquest is essentially the nigga they send on Conquest. He's more so like a mercenary of the most powerful nigga.
It's been your boy Derek. Peace.
But yeah, man, let's move into basketball.
I feel like we should start off with the Rockets and the Wolves. Right?
We start
I
off with
feel
the
like
Rockets in the Wolves. Go ahead.
that game really was the Rockets getting beat by turnovers. They kept turning the ball over so many times. And they almost came back after doing that because the Wolves started turning the ball over. It's like whoever was in momentum kept getting a bunch of turnovers. That's all it was. I feel what else I got? It's just that whole game was turnovers, bro. That's all it is. There was like we get to overtime, right? We get to overtime. Rockets have their big run, the biggest lead of the night. They go up 15 points. Then they start shitting the bed, giving the ball over to him, just making sloppy passes, bro. It could have been a cool comeback story, whatever. I mean, they were behind practically the whole game just to turn it over again. Like, it was a bad offense night, in my opinion. Besides this one play that stood out to me, okay?
What
It
play was
was when Nas Reed goes up for a layup, dude clanks it, okay? You
that?
see Rudy come out of nowhere, glasses the ball, and it goes to I don't know who was out there. It goes to him for the three. He hits it. I was like, yeah, I love that play. Rudy, you cool for me. Like, I don't know. I'm a Rudy type of guy. I like how
Find
he
it and send
plays.
it to me. If I put it in here,
Yeah.
so I can see it. Cause I can't remember the play right
It was in the third, like sometime.
now.
I'll send it to you. But yeah, other than that, it's just lack of ball security, bro.
I mean, that's part of it, but it's also that even though Shangoon had 4 blocks, it's just a disparity that they have with paint defense. They could not stop them in the paint consistently. The absence of Steven Adams is definitely prominent on this team. Shangoon definitely has ways to go. He's only, what, 23, 24. He definitely has time to get in the gym and figure out some things defensively because he kept getting beaten in that paint. That's part of why in overtime they wound up going with that small ball lineup. You had Kyle Anderson, Julius Randle, even Chenzo, Shannon Jr., and Bones Holland. That's the lineup that basically got them back out of that 13-point deficit in overtime, which is the biggest overtime comeback of NBA history. I don't see
Really?
this Rockets team. Yes, it is. I don't see this Rockets team being a contender. I'm not gonna lie. It's the lack of ball movement at certain times. It's the costly turnovers. It's the fact that they don't seem to be gelled together. They do on some plays, but it's just like they're just like a bunch of guys out there. When they first started off, like they started off this season, you can kind of tell it was a little bit of flow to it. You could tell that they had been working together and all this other stuff. And now it's just like I don't know, like they're missing a true point guard. That's something we've been saying
Mhm.
since the beginning of the season as well. The absence of Van Fleet is definitely felt alongside with Steven Adams. So add somebody like that could anchor the whole team. I mean, I get that he's at almost every game on the sidelines, but you need somebody on the court that's going to be able to do that. KD's never been that guy, far as being the vocal leader, being able to rally the troops in that way. He's more so like an example guy. He's always say he's more so like an example guy. He doesn't want to be the vocal leader of the locker room pointing out this. Everybody's not LeBron James. Everybody's not Chris Paul. Everybody's like, you know what I'm saying? None of those players are Kyle Lowry. Not anybody
Mhm.
wants to or has the ability to do that. Some people are like Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Look what I
Mhm.
look at what I do. You know what I'm saying? You do your job type of shit. So it more so was like that, and turnovers was right too because I at a certain point it was like a large disparity in points for turnovers between the Timberwolves and the Rockets, and
Mhm.
also it's the fact that they don't pass the ball to KD sometimes in clutch time. They'll pass it out to Jabari Smith Jr., which he's a good player, but in clutch time, I'm passing it to my heaters. I'm passing it to Shangu. I'm passing it to KD. No, I don't care if it may be a turnover, whatever. It's the same thing like I was telling Derek like the other night when we were playing 2K, and I'm like telling him to pass me the ball. Why are you trying to come up with your own play in your head? Just pass me the ball. And now we got a turnover because you want to come up with your whole shit. Just pass me the ball. Let's get this done. You know what I'm saying? But
I
even with that,
will say
all right.
Sengun did go off on offense. He did look crazy from what I was seeing. Like the way he was doing his one-on-one. It seems like this whole team is good on iso ball, you know? They're good against matchups. They're just not able to move the ball around or pass the ball around. But if you force them to pass the ball around, they're gonna lose. But if you give them the opportunity to team behind the back or whatever the fuck, they're gonna beat you from what I'm seeing. And I feel like that's part of the reason why they got up so much in overtime because they couldn't cover them one on one.
For
It's
sure.
just, bro.
Gotcha. For sure. Moving on to the next game. We got 76ers smacked the hell out the Bulls, man. So this came to me as no surprise. The Bulls have not been the same team as they were at the beginning of the season. That was at the top of the Eastern Conference for about 2 weeks. They were doing pretty good, and then when they came to the trade deadline, they decided they wanted to have 15 guards on their team and, trade away some key pieces and got rid of Vucevic and didn't get no first round picks. It's just, I don't understand the true direction of the Bulls. Maybe they're trying to cook up something for this summer or something like that. But I expect them to lose this game. I didn't expect them to
Mm,
lose this game that badly and get as many points scored on them. But I also didn't know if Paul George and Embiid was gonna come in with the heaters. They came in with the heaters. Them boys wouldn't be in the playoffs. Paul George looked like PG of old. Embiid look like Embiid of old. I mean, he has some of his parts of this season when he has played, but Paul George coming off a 25 game suspension, like he had been playing this whole time. Looked very nice, very natural. There's a little bit of actions that him and Embiid were running. I'm very interested to see how that goes when Max is back in the lineup. I feel like they're gonna hit the they're gonna hit the ground running with this 76ers team, man. They want to be in the playoffs bad. Hopefully they can get like a top six seed, even a top seven seed that'll lock them in. Essentially, just try to play one game in that little tournament, and that'll be it, man. I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. I want to see 76ers in the playoffs, man. I love when Paul George is healthy, NBA is healthy. What were
I
your
feel
thoughts?
like this game
Mm-hmm.
was a classic return game. You know how in different series where your main players are out and then they come back just balling?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a classic that right there. Embiid went crazy that first half. I ain't gonna lie. 23 points in the first half. They had nothing against him, bro. And then Paul George, like you said, he looked like Paul George of old. He went crazy. It was insane to see them play again and then basically come out like that. But I will say there's something I'm noticing. I don't know if this is a thing with their defense,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason they like doubling whoever's crashing to the bucket or whatever the fuck. Like they look like they're gonna go for a dunk or a layup. That person in the corner, he always comes in to kind of double team him, leaving that corner open.
Mm-hmm.
The Bulls pull off the play wherever they see that, they throw it to the corner a few times, but they stop doing it for some reason. I feel like if they would have done that more, the game would have been closer than this.
It's the personnel, bro. It's the personnel. You can't do that
Okay.
consistently if
I
you don't have the personnel. Like, you can't do no shit like that against Golden State. Well, Golden State of old. Or you probably can do it to this Golden State that Jokic just dropped a triple double and Jamal Murray had 53 points on. But Klay Thompson, Steph Curry team, or any real good shooting team, like I wouldn't do that shit against the Hornets. I would not do that shit against the Hornets right
That's why I asked, is that like their normal defense or is that just because they're playing against the Bulls?
now. It's because they're just playing against the Bulls, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Bulls, bro. It's not the Bulls of the '90s. It's a joke franchise right now. For right now.
Dang, bro.
For right now. But I can tell you who's not, man. The Atlanta Hawks have won the 14 out of one out of their last 15 games, bro. They've been going crazy. I've been telling y'all, but the Hawks is, you know
Absolutely
what I'm saying,
stupid.
fire, bro. Like, you can go to my early season predictions. I was saying that this Atlanta Hawks team was going to play similar to the Indiana Pacers of the previous season. A lot of ball movement, a lot of flow, a lot of speed, a lot of three pointers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that has been going on with Jalen Johnson at the helm, Nikhil Alexander Walker right there. You know what I'm saying? They just been hooping, bro, hooping. Jonathan Kaminga, they've been like what 8-1 in the games since they've acquired him. Like they just well since he's played. Let me say that because they acquired him, it took him a while to start playing, but 8-1 in the games that he's played. Spectacular, bro. It's another team I want to see in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't think they will probably go far, but because they still need a few extra pieces. But I do love this team. I am excited by this team, especially going forward in the future. Some people will worry, bro. Some people will worry about Trey Young. He's gone. John Collins. What are we gonna do? You're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. We got Jalen Johnson, and I can say that
Why
confidently,
you,
bro.
we got
Confidently.
Jalen Johnson? Why you say it like that, dude?
It's
Like it
a
was a
video.
problem.
It's the videos, bro. The videos we watch when they slow
Like,
this shit down when they talk about a player. They do like a voice warp. I seen you one. That shit funny as fuck. But yeah, man.
aren't you a Hawks fan?
Yeah, that's why I'm hyped, man. I'm
So
happy.
you're actually that's the reason why you're at.
I mean, this
Okay.
is great for
I mean,
basketball anyway. I love when Atlanta's doing good.
'cause whenever Atlanta's doing good, it just looks good for the whole NBA.
You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Just like the
Uh,
Falcons is doing good. You know, it just looks amazing for the whole NFL, bro. They don't lose 28 straight.
I don't know about the Falcons are
I
not.
You don't have to know, Tom. I know. It's okay. You don't have to know. I
Oh,
know.
God.
But
Speaking of knowing something, I know Mac McClung scored 59 points, going crazy. I feel like that was like a career high for him, right?
was that his career? Let's look that up.
Is
That's a
it?
good question because that is an insane amount of points. That's NBA. They told me NBA stats career high. It is.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
definitely his
Whenever
career
you
high.
said when you said Matt McClung, I was like, is he still in the NBA? But he's in G League right now, right?
Yeah, he's the number one all-time leading scorer in G League with that playing
In
in G
G
League.
League,
Right.
insane, right? He will look crazy. He looked like an actual NBA player in the G League. I don't know why he moved down. I don't know what was the cause of that, but he looked good from what I was seeing. The way he
He's
was making
not.
his passes, his reads,
Mhm.
and on offense and defense, I don't know why he got moved down to it or why he made that choice.
He didn't make that choice. The league is making that choice for him because he's not a player that typically could perform well off ball. He's a player that needs the ball in his hand, and he's not as great as other NBA players that had the ball in their hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his role would necessarily be. Like after thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's only played a certain amount of games. It's just because they couldn't figure out where to place him. Like, is he just a slasher? No, he's kind of small to be just a slasher in frame and stuff. He is athletic. He can dunk, but it's like we're talking about Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert and all that. Is he dunking on those players? Is he finishing around those players? I don't think so. But I'd rather have the ball in his hands than get up there. Would I rather have the ball in his hands versus De'Aaron Fox or something like that? Oh, I much rather it be in somebody else's hand than Mac McClung, the guy from G League. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's the off ball. So does he have the ability to come off of action and then splash a three on some JJ Redick, Kyle Korver shit? That's something that would keep him in the league. Is he an elite defender? No. So it's more so those things that's kind of keeping him away. If he were able to develop that, similar to like how Ronnie goes crazy in the G League because he plays at a whole maximized level, but he also has developed and he's also developed the role player style of play. Like he's on the Lakers up there with his pops, to where he can come off actions and on the threes. He plays amazing defense, so he can stay on the court. You know what I'm saying? He tones it down. He doesn't even do all the shit that he does in the G League until it's like
Yeah,
garbage time. It's garbage time, then yeah, it's his time to shine. There's no Austin Reeves, no Luca, no Bron, nobody else in the game. It's just me, Maxi Cleaver, and goddamn Dalton Connect out there. Yeah, I'm finna hoop. I'm finna
yeah.
go. It's my time. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, nah, he's not doing all that shit over there, and that's really why he'll always be held up here. Unfortunately, I feel like they should probably give him a full chance, like give him a full season. Then maybe you can figure it out. He can understand and develop that role player style of play. He just hasn't had a fair shot at it. I don't think.
You think he would be able to do it?
I feel like he could. I mean, he
Like,
did all he could do in G League, bro. Like, I don't think he's won any championships, but you're the all-time leading scorer. What the fuck else do you want from me right now? Like, jeez. I've obviously been here a long ass time, but I'm ready to go to the NBA permanently, whatever that looks like, or go overseas. I thought he can go overseas and make a lot of money.
okay, little sidebar. I've been seeing these little like comparison things, and one of them was a Mac McClung thing. It says Mac McClung versus LeBron.
Hell
LeBron
no.
scored 0 in college, and Mac McClung scores 3,500. Who's the better player, or something like that?
What the fuck?
Just because LeBron didn't go to
College,
college.
yeah. What the hell? I did not
Bro, they
see.
be doing that.
Wait, no. I was finna say, bro, what's the name is out officially now, but it is not out. I do have the link to Bully Kanye West album. Well, not the link. I had the live
Yeah,
stream. I had the live stream saved. I can send it to you and listen
because it's not. Yeah, you should do that.
to
It's
it. I
just
got
not
you.
even out on Spotify.
I got you. Well, we're gonna talk about Hornets real quick. We're gonna wrap this up. The Hornets have been one of the best teams in the NBA for this season since the year started. Elite efficiency. Let's go to the stats. Let's not even talk about it.
Let's see. Let's go. They've been playing good. They've been on a little run, from what I'm seeing.
So they have been fourth in the offensive rating. They are sixth in net rating, sixth in rebounding, eighth in points. Eighth in opponent points per game, and also top five in 3-point percentage. So you're looking at one of the best young teams, not even just the young teams, one of the best teams in the league right now. But they've went 27-12 over their past, 39 games, and you know what I'm saying, they're scoring 11 more points per 100 possessions compared to the previous season. Everything's just been ramping up, and then LaMelo has been playing a lot more this season than he usually does. So has Brandon Miller. Like that usually be like the thing that holds them up from really reaching their true potential. They'll be balling. You'll see all this excitement. You'll get those highlights to what you hear and the announcers say some crazy shit. Like, and then it just falls down from there because niggas get injured. Niggas ankles is hurt and all this other shit. But now they've been hitting every damn near all season. And then you got the appearance of rookie Concanapple, who's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league right now. Just
Mm-hmm.
if he hasn't already, it should be eclipsing Steph Curry's record for most threes as a rookie. And it's insane. Yeah, man.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, Concanapple is amazing, bro. Concanapple is amazing. I would love to see this team in the playoffs as well. Because I feel like the East has a lot of potential for like excitement, younger teams, more like a college feel to the East side of the NBA. But on the
But
West side, it's like
my
it's
question,
war.
my question is, I'm sorry, but my main question is, who would they knock off? Because it seems like the only two they can knock off would be the 76ers or the Raptors, because they're like one game behind both of them, right?
Who
And
pick up
I
the
feel like the
standings?
76ers are going to go on a little run with Embiid and PG being back. I haven't really watched the Raptors game, so I don't know how the Raptors are looking for real. But who would they knock off?
It all depends on strength of schedule the rest of the way, honestly. I mean, the Hornets
It's
just beat the
looking most
Knicks.
likely the Raptors. Mm-hmm.
Hornets just beat the Knicks. Wow. The Hornets have 76ers tomorrow. Celtics, Nets, Suns, Pacers, Hornets, Timberwolves, Celtics, Pistons, and the Knicks again. So if we go, I'm trying to see who got the easiest schedule. The Sixers have a Wizards game, a Rockets game, a Pacers game, and a Bucks game. They may be able to get that locked up. Magic. It's looking like the Timberwolves and the Celtics and the Pistons are. They have to play all of these teams. They're really like the placeholder of where these guys will be ranked. Honestly, let's see what happens with there. But I don't know if the Hornets can really take anybody out of the playoffs. They probably will a record, like probably in a tournament or something. But far as
Mm-hmm.
winning a series, I wouldn't give them that edge because of the inexperience. Now, if they pull
Yeah.
something off, then that'd be amazing. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see this young team, start striving and shit, like similar to like a Golden State 2015, well 2014 before they went to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Pull off some shit. But other than that, nah, I don't see them hitting a Cleveland or taking a Boston out, or like I say, a fully healthy Pistons team. I don't see them doing that. I just want to see them, get that experience. I feel like the games will be exciting. You know.
Yeah, I feel like all their games are pretty exciting to see, especially whenever LaMelo is going off. It is a, I like watching those highlights.
For sure.
Those are really fun to me.
Hell yeah. Like, and then like last night, he's like, bro, I feel like my pops raised me for these moments. You know what I'm saying? My dad's right, at home looking at me right now. He definitely raised me and built me up for these moments, and it's just really amazing to see, bro. LeVar Ball is top five fathers all time. No cap. But all right, man, we out, bro. Real quick, Tone, how did you feel about your first episode?
Bro, I was nervous at first. I was like, man, am I gonna do good in this? I feel like I did all right.
You did good.
Let's see how y'all feel about me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I liked the experience. I'll probably be back again if y'all like me.
Oh yeah, and you'll be back, bro. You'll definitely be
Yeah.
seeing his face again, or hearing his voice for those on Spotify and Apple Music right now. But yeah, man, it's been another episode of Pro Conversations podcast. This is your boy, I love you, Jace,
Your boy Tone.
and we out. Yeah, yeah, bro. Good shit, bro.